Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Becky with Becky Selman's Art Studio. I've had some questions on how to work with Boom Gel Stains Cell Enhancer. And I'm going to show you today how to create cells with the booster. I'm not even going to use a torch for people that may not own torches. This is how I do it. I'm going to show you step by step how to mix it, how to apply it to your coaster, your canvas, or however whatever substrate you're working with. These are my colors I'm going to be using. Pinnacle Sands, Uluru Red, Pearlescent Dark Blue, my CA, which would normally be your Australian Floetrol and your Amsterdam Titanium White or your Amsterdam Black acrylic paint to get your lacings. This one is going to be Boom Gel Stain Colors mixed with Boom Gel Stains Cell Enhancer. I hope everybody can see that, and I hope I'm not going too fast. When I get ready to add the paints, I'll come down a little bit to show you how to do this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with mixing our cell activators. Okay, this is just Boom Boosters Native Violet Purple. I don't have a small bottle, but I do have, grab one off my shelf to show you. This is a 100 milliliter bottle of Native Violet Purple. There you go. It's almost black, but stretched out, it is a very nice, deep, highly pigmented purple. Boom Gel Stain is 100% non-toxic. It's environmentally friendly. It's water-based. I love this stuff. I've been using this stuff for quite a while, and I just now got back to using acrylics, but only for a cell activator for a top for blooms. I'm horrible with acrylics. So let's get to this. And I'm going to show you how I mix my CA. Okay, so now I showed you a bottle of the Native Violet Purple. I use this in a squirt bottle because I have a liter of it. And so I don't have a small bottle. So I put it in my squirt bottle. It seems to work fine for me. So I just add some to a medicine cup. I don't measure. I just don't. There's no ratio really that I go by. Then I take my Boom Booster, and then I just give it a couple drops. 2, 5, about 5, 4 or 5. I know it says 1 drop per color, but I want my cell activator to be active. And in my mind, the more booster, the heavier cells. So that's how I use my booster. Okay. It's your Native Violet Purple it's the perfect consistency already. And the booster really doesn't affect it much. Now with the other colors, it's a little bit trickier because the booster does affect them. But the purple, it doesn't really seem to affect very much. Now, it does when you go to put it on for a CA, because it does like to walk across your colors. Instead of making that nice little halo as the Floetrol sinks, because it is quite heavy. So that is my first CA. And I usually use 2 CAs for a Boom Bloom. But I always mix, if you ever noticed in a true Boom Bloom of mine, there's always going to be Native Violet Purple as a CA. Or there's going to be a purple in it. The Native Violet Purple is going to be in it somewhere. So here is my Sterling Wax White. It's going to be my other CA. I'm just going to add some to my cup. Remember, I don't measure. I just don't measure. Maybe I should, since I'm going to I usually do a 4x4 tile. But since I'm doing bigger to show y'all how to do this, I'm going to go a little bit more for my CA. Might try to put a little more on there to give a little bigger blow, so that way y'all can see the cells that form. Okay, so I've got my Sterling Wax White in my boom color. Sorry, my words do get tangled up a little bit with me, so you'll just have to go back and listen and kind of interpret a little bit. Okay, so here's my booster, and I'm going to drop. So I'm going to drop about 5 into that. Now with my white, it's going to be a little tricky because it is alcohol based. So it does, in my opinion, to me, it does thicken these gel stains up to where it's not really as pourable as the purple is. It's not that really nice liquidy consistency, drippy consistency. It's kind of globby. So to fix that, and you're not going to hurt it, to fix it, you can add a little bit of water to thin it back down. So just a little bit of water to thin it. Remember that these are water-based. Water's not going to hurt it. So you want to get it it's a little thinner. It's still not going to be quite the consistency of the purple, but you know it is a little bit thinner. Okay, so you're going to be actually able to blow that around. The thicker, it's not going to blow very well, but the thinner, it will blow around. You just don't want it too thin to where it falls apart. And it starts, and you mess up the binding. So it's pretty okay now. You just add just a tad bit of water. And as long as you get that string off of the stick, you're okay. It'll be able to blow. This is a bloom. You're going to get some lacing. You're going to get some spots where it's not fully off. You're going to get some cells. It's going to, and this isn't Australian Floetrol. This, it's not going to look 100% like you just went and bought a bottle of Australian Floetrol and mixed it with acrylic paint and poured it in blue, and that's what you got. It's going to be a little different. It's going to have a little bit different definition, a little bit different effects. It just will, because it's total different stuff. It's different products. So that's how I mix my booster. Okay, so now I'm going to set my paints onto the towel. Okay, so all this is just house paint. Okay, all this is just regular house paint that I mixed in a little GAC 800 to give it a little bit more of a stretch. So I'm going to add it to my towel. Okay. And I do have Australian Floetrol mixed up right here. But I'm not mixed up right here. And I'm not going to use it. This is just booster. People had problems with using it. And this is why I'm making this video. Hopefully I'm going to clear this up a little bit for everybody. Okay, so I've got my base layer down, which is the house paint and the GAC 800 mix. Now I'm going to put a Pinnacle Sands down. I don't know if these colors are going to be good together. I just picked them up. We're going to see. I hope I'm going to get yellow lacing and red lacing through it. I just don't know. We're just going to see. I have no idea why I picked the pearlescent blue. I could have picked something else. I did go after the charcoal first, but I was afraid that was going to be a tad bit too dark. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do the charcoal instead of the blue. And let's see if that's going to go. I mean, it can't hurt but try, right? So, we're going to lay down a puddle of Pinnacle Sands. Okay? Then we're going to lay down, and I can't get that, of Uluru Red. Okay, and that's going to go in the middle of that circle of yellow. Guess I'm going to have to open this one. I thought I had enough of that other bottle. I didn't. Okay, so we're going to use this one. And this is pearlescent charcoal. I can't get that. Okay, anyway. This pearlescent charcoal. It's really pretty. It's really glittery. Sparkly. So we're going to try to bring that to center a little bit. We're going to top that right there in the center. Okay, so these gel stains are not going to interact like Australian Floetrol. It's not going to sink. It's not going to create the halo that you're going to look for with the Australian Floetrol, because it's not really going to sink. But what this Native Violet Purple is going to do, it's going to walk. So you really don't have time, just like you don't have with the Australian Floetrol, because it's going to, I'm talking about, it's going to walk across the colors itself before you have a chance to blow. You need that blow to stretch it to get the sails and the lacing to open up, okay? So you need that blow. So you're running against the clock once you put your Native Violet Purple down. Trying to get some things, dots popped. So once you get your purple down and where you want it at, you really need to get that white down quick and you really need to blow. So I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to put the purple on. I'm going to put the white down. I'm going to blow. And then I'm going to let it sit so that way my base can have time to come back underneath. So I'm going to bring you on down. I think I brought you down a little too far. Okay. I'm going to pour on the base, the CA. I'm going to put the purple on, I'm going to put the white on, and I'm going to blow. So here we go. It's not going to create the halo effect. Hope I didn't put too much white on. See, the purple's already walking. Here we go. Okay. Did you see the blow? Now we're waiting for it to come back up to middle. That's going to be a nice blow. There you go. That's better. You see how you can just kind of push it? If you can blow it good enough, you can push it. There we go. Everything's coming back to center. Okay. I'm going to spin this. I'm going to move my cell activators. Okay, I'm going to move my colors so I don't get everything everywhere. I don't have a box around this, so here we go. I'm going to spin it the other way. Oh, here we go with the paint. We're going to go this way again. We're going to go back this way. That's not a bad looking tile. You've got a heart right here. Right there, there's a small little heart. Look at the lacing. Amazing. Look at that. Those are just gorgeous. Right here. Purple the purple stretches. It makes the lacing. Then it helps travel the white across. It helps move the white. The purple does its job. It really does. I really like that. I really like the way the gray, the charcoal come through. That's really pretty. That's really pretty, but it's still developing. I'm really thinking that there's going to be more developing rusty colors coming up through themselves, which is, I mean, it's fine. It's the density of that color rising through. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? I mean, that's just very pretty. Very, very pretty. I think I'm going to do... I think I'm going to try to get a lacing off of that. Maybe. Might have to do it on a round right there. Maybe I can get it. Maybe I can use it as a magnet or something. Which would be really awesome if I don't break my cabochon. And so I guess you get a double whammy of how I do my dips. So I'm going to do a dip right here. But since I'm left-handed, I've got to do it over here. Oh, excuse me. Kind of... Yeah, that cabochon just messed up. But look at the cells that just came up with me swiping that off. Do you see that? That booster means it's not done. It is... You see it? Sorry. It is not done. Well, I guess I'm not going to get a pretty cabochon off of that. That's okay. That's okay. I should have had my cabochon more stable. That's okay. Okay, yeah, so that's it. That's how I do it. It's kind of more of a poof type of blow to kind of poof your paints around. Not a blow, but more of a poof, I guess you'd call it. I'm going to take this off and give you a look. Some of that. Pure joy of the cells. So, and then I'm going to do a still shot. Post that on Facebook. That way everybody can come back and find the way we created that. All right, thanks guys.